Hi, I'm Brandon Quick, co-owner of the American Grappling Federation and your host for today's AGF Podcast. I'm really excited to be bringing these back. I used to do a few podcasts during the COVID lockdown timeframes, but we since focused to AGF Travels and visiting people's gyms and recording each individual match at the tournament. So we are back now, and the podcast now has a different format. Can't wait to show you guys, and very excited for what's coming up next. Today's show chapters are going to be AGF Travels in Rotterdam, Houston, and in Belgium. Maksym's lapel seminar is up on YouTube as well. Salt Lake City and Houston results. New locations in the United States and Europe. The 2024 season for USA Grappling and the American Grappling Federation is holding the qualifiers. AGF Travels Berlin with Felipe Cansado. I recently just got back from Houston, had a great time, did an AGF Travels episode with the OG Jeff Messina. He's out of Katy, Texas, and runs Revolution Dojo. Went to his main place. They now have 4 locations in Houston, Texas. I've known those guys for a long time. Some of his black belts as well. He's got excellent jiu-jitsu. It's a 4th degree in jiu-jitsu, and he's a judo black belt. Had a great time over there. Very skilled. I learned a back step to a kimura. It was really awesome. You guys can check that out on our YouTube. It's all up there right now. And you also have his interview. So you can hear an interview of him and how he started in the Houston scene back when there was just a few blue belts and only 1 black belt in the whole state of Texas. So go check that out with Jeff Messina. You got the Revolution Dojo video, and you've also got the interview with the OG Jeff Messina. Maksym, again, our European representative, he was at Rotterdam at Daniël de Groot, and he did a seminar on the lapel. It's one of his specialties. He really likes the gi and the lapel, and so he gave a seminar. It's up on our YouTube already, free of charge. Of course, it's 33 minutes. You got a whole one. There's 33 minutes. Also comes in 5 parts. So if you want to see the techniques broke down, or if you want to see the whole thing at one time, go check out Maksym Witkowski's seminar right now on our YouTube. Free. It is 33 minutes solid of an excellent lapel seminar. All right, guys, I was in Houston, Texas, but there was also a tournament this past weekend on September 16th at Salt Lake City in Utah in the United States. In first place for the kids no-gi was Renzo Gracie. So shout out to the guys at Renzo Gracie who won kids no-gi. And in kids gi was Yamasao. I hope I'm saying that right. And in adult no-gi, we had Fight City. Fight City won the no-gi team awards. And Griffin Jiu-Jitsu Academy is the one who won the gi team's award. And then overall was Yamasao. So Yamasao was Yamaso. I don't want to say that wrong. Sorry if I'm offending anyone there. But anyway, so those are the guys who won their divisions for the teams in Salt Lake City. And you can go check those results out. And you can also check out the YouTube videos for each mat is up on our YouTube. Don't forget that every single one of our matches is recorded and uploaded to our YouTube, but also to the athletes' profiles. Next up is Houston. Houston, Texas was an awesome one. I was there in person. Awesome event. I used to live in Texas. I lived in Dallas, Texas for 13 years. I know a lot of the guys in Houston. So I really enjoyed seeing a lot of familiar faces and new faces there. People that work AGF and people who are part of the jiu-jitsu scene over there. So first up, we have Gracie Baja. Gracie Baja is the one who won kids no-gi division. They also won kids gi. So they swept the kids gi and no-gi, making a statement there in Houston. Now the ET Fight Academy is the one who won adult no-gi. I'm not used to them, so shout out to them. I'm not used to their name, so shout out to them for winning the adult no-gi in a big city like Houston, Texas, on the rise. In the gi, we have Dream Art. Dream Art is headed by Isaki Bihense. Shout out to those guys. I've known Isaki since Bruno Bassos brought him up when he was a juvenile blue belt. Now he's a black belt savage killer, absolutely doing great on the jiu-jitsu scene. So shout out to the guys at Dream Art, Daryl Leibus for bringing his team as well too, and coaching. So Dream Art is the one who won adult gi in Houston, but the overall goes to Gracie Baja. Houston had our first podcast pop-up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really want you to go check it out. I had some awesome conversations. I can't include it all here. It'd be too long of a video. I did a bunch of sponsored athletes, so go check out Cassie Ruiz. Anthony Avila, Tristan Caballero, world champions. Some of these kids are in here. They're just absolutely phenomenal. Tristan's one of them. Anthony is as well, too. We have Addison Green. Some of these kids are from Oklahoma. Parker Kirk is from Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas. So they came from different cities as well, too. Really good to see them and see some of the faces I don't know as well. But we also had Josh Mancuso, who's from Checkmat out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A lot of you guys might have seen his videos, seen his team, or heard of his team competing in jiu-jitsu as well. We talked for 45 minutes on the state of jiu-jitsu. Go check out his podcast and all those other podcasts at the pop-up from Houston on our YouTube right now. Also, another thing that happened in Houston was a special match. I had Connor Locke versus Parker Kirk. I asked the guys if they wanted to. I know both of these guys. I've sponsored them both for a long time, know their parents. And sometimes we have matches that we can put together at tournaments. A lot of these really good kids and adults want to go against other good people. So it's not just about the bracket sometimes that you happen to get. They travel to go to these different cities so they can get different faces and they can get good matches. So the boys wanted to do a match, so I let them do a match. There's a 30-pound difference between Connor and Parker. Parker's now also just recently got his blue and moved out of the kids division, but Connor's killing it, and he's in the green belt division out of Wayne Knudson's and Shreveport Martial Arts, and Parker Kirk's out of Randy Ray's Killer Bees in Oklahoma City. So that was an excellent match. Check this out as it goes down.
Again, looking for Hudson Pena for your 10:30 staging time.
Whoa, that was tense right there for sure. Okay, I personally have never seen Connor get tapped, but Parker has like 30 pounds and he's a blue belt now on him, so I just wanted to see him. All credit to both those kids. They have both the future. Check out Connor Locke out of Wayne Convictions in Freeport and Parker Kirk out of Oklahoma City. Don't sleep on Connor just because he lost his match. The kid's a savage. Good match.
Armando
boys.
Martinez.
Guys, I want to talk to you about new locations that the American Grappling Federation is going to. We're super excited to be expanding. We're expanding in several different places all over Europe. We have 17 new tournaments already booked, and about double that is probably going to be booked by the end of 2024. So we have a bunch of new locations as well in the Pacific Northwest in the United States. We also will be expanding into Canada. So lots of new places, but some dates that are coming up now is in a couple weeks. I'll be heading to Berlin, Germany on September 30th. We were there pre-COVID, but this is the first time we've been back. It's like we're starting all over again in Europe. So it's been since 2019 since we've been there. Excited to go back, taking a brand new crew there with Maksym and his crew coming from Belgium, and training some locals there as well too. So look out for September 30th in Berlin. We have October 22nd in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. We talked about that already on the show. We did an interview with Daniël Groot and Maksym did a seminar up there on the lapel. That's in the same city in Rotterdam. That's going to be on the October 21st weekend. Go check that out. That's going to be a really fun tournament. I know that Rotterdam's going to grow as well. Also on the 28th of October, we have Eugene, Oregon. Excited to have the Pacific Northwest with another city. We've been very successful in the Pacific Northwest. And we have gone all over from Spokane and Missoula, Tacoma. So Eugene's just south of Portland, and we're excited to bring the AGF to Eugene, Oregon. We also have November 4th, Włocławek, Poland. I hope I said that right. We are headed to Poznan, Warsaw, and Włocławek, but on November 4th, we're hitting Włocławek, Poland. And so we will be heading over there. And then on November 12th, I believe that's a Sunday, I'll have to double check off the top of my head, but is Billings, Montana. So we're hitting Billings, Montana. We have been to Missoula, Montana, but we have never been to Billings. So excited to bring AGF to Billings, Montana. Last but not least, we have Santa Maria, California. That is on December 9th. Excited for that. Central Coast, California. Not a lot of tournaments go out there. So congratulations to those guys. I've been asked many times to bring the event out there. I'm originally from Southern California. It's a very beautiful place on the central coast of Cali. So excited to bring AGF there as well. USA Grappling, we held their qualifiers last year, and they did their team trials, which was in Los Angeles. We held several qualifiers throughout the United States. And if you don't know, the guys that qualified and then went to the team trials and then won the team trials, they got a full ride to Warsaw, Poland, and they went to the UWW United World Wrestling and United World Grappling World Championships in Warsaw, Poland just a few weeks ago in August. America actually won the Nogi Day, so super stoked for that. A lot of people don't realize the results there because we just did the qualifier and then we didn't go off to their to the wrestling and grappling worlds over there in Warsaw. So a lot of people don't know the results, but shout out to the people who qualified at AGF as well too, went on to the trials and then went on to win at the Nogi Day in the World Championships in Warsaw. But what I'm really excited about is USA Grappling. We did our first run at this last time. Now we've got it better. We've got a handle on things. We understand what's going to go on. We know what we want to do. We want to improve, right? AGF's always about improving. So me and Coach Johnny Morgan are going to commentate all of the events. We have 7 qualifiers, pretty much sectioning out the United States with like Northeast, Southeast, Northwest, Southwest, Central, North Central, and Rocky Mountain. And so look out for those. The only ones in 2023 are St. Louis, which is our more central location. And there are 2-day tournaments like this. The November 18th weekend. The December 2nd weekend is New Orleans. So look out for that one. Those are the only 2 qualifiers for 2024 that are in 2023. So the guys will be going to Kazakhstan in 2024 at the World Championships next time. So definitely know we got some wrestlers over there. But we are excited to be putting this on again for USA Grappling. And we will be doing the qualifiers and we'll be doing the team trials. This time we're going to have gi and no gi. The head honchos of USA Grappling said that they wanted to do gi this time as well. So we're really excited for that. That's any rank, same rules as the no gi. So it's like reap with no hooks, no neck cranks, but man, points for bigger throws. It's a hybrid wrestling rule set, grappling rule set, and so it's interesting that they're going to be doing it in the gi as well too. Previously, some people had gone over to the World Championships that had won the team trials for no gi, and they let them compete in the gi since they were already there. It's because we were only bringing the no gi team. But now that they are doing qualifiers for the gi as well, you have a no gi qualifier at all these events on a Saturday, and on Sunday will be the gi qualifier. If you want to compete in both, you're going to have to register and compete in both. They will be their separate qualifiers. So USA Grappling is really excited to do that. I am too. Again, they'll all be commentated and live streamed by me and Coach Johnny Morgan from Team USA. Once again, I'm Brandon Quick, co-owner of the American Grappling Federation. Thank you for listening to the podcast and watching if you've been watching. Next week, we'll be talking about rule changes coming up for 2024. We got some simple ones and we got some major ones. Some of them will have to train our people. Some of it will be very simple. But check out the new rule changes next week. And ratings. My partner, Chris Carlino, has worked very diligently on the back end and is trying to improve the ratings, rankings, seedings, all kinds of different things that are connected to ratings. So we'll discuss ratings next week as well. And how do we get sponsored? That's one of the biggest questions we get on the daily, right? If you've heard about the AGF sponsorship program, it's very big. And we love helping people and seeing people's faces around the country that are sponsored athletes and improving the sport and improving their lives. So next week, we'll talk about how you can get sponsored by the American Grappling Federation.